Happy week 33. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe I'm 33 weeks pregnant, guys. So I spoke with Chris last week. I was just feeling a little overwhelmed with everything I had to do for work and still for prepping for baby and just like mentally preparing myself for labor and becoming a mom, because sometimes I still am like, I'm gonna be a mom. Like, I'm gonna have a baby to take care of. I am gonna try and take Tuesdays and Thursdays away from filming and work and really focus on getting the nursery ready, since all of the stuff will hopefully be here this week. Prepping my hospital bag, focusing on finishing up my birthing class, and just really taking care of myself, because Thursdays typically are the days I go to physical therapy anyways, and then Tuesdays are usually when I have my doctor's appointments. So I'm hoping that we can keep all of the medical stuff, as well as me like washing all the laundry, getting the house organized, decluttering things on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then Monday, Wednesdays, I'm gonna really focus on filming, editing, and work. And Fridays will be like a half day. Hopefully this will help me figure out a way to kind of decompress and de-stress a little bit by being a little, at least like, okay, here are my list of things I need to do, and these are the days I have to do them. And then this way I can work pretty much all the way until baby's almost here. It'll be okay. I think it'll be okay. It's gonna be okay. Like I said, everything's gonna work out no matter how much nothing works out. It has to work out because the baby's coming. One way or another, baby's coming. I'm just gonna put some stuff away because I've been filming. I filmed some videos for Facebook, as well as another review video with a new lash extensions brand. I'm trying to figure out this camera. It does not want to stay focused. And later today we might go and take some photos because I need to return my Newly from October. I want to return it and get 6 more pieces. We're not doing like actual maternity photos. Chris is just gonna shoot me. You know, he used to be a photographer. We have all the equipment. There's no reason to not take advantage of that. Also, I feel more comfortable with him, so it just makes more sense. I do need to set my face with a little setting spray though, so I'm gonna do that so that my makeup stays good until I need to shoot, and I'm gonna answer some emails. I have to do some color matches, edit. Hello guys, it is Wednesday, and I took yesterday my first kind of like half maternity day off, which was so strange because the entire day I was like, I should edit, I should film, I have an idea, I should write a blog post, I should do this, I should do that. But I told myself Tuesdays and Thursdays I was going to take care of home, baby, and me. It's just such a strange thing to like force myself to not do anything unless it was for me, baby, or home. So it's just been really strange to be like, no, I have to take time to work out, do my physical therapy, and focus on prepping the house for the baby and cleaning the house and just doing things that are for me, baby, or home. So that was a really weird mental shift. And then I went to bed last night and I thought I felt okay. But I have to be honest, waking up this morning, I was talking to Chris and I said, I just feel kind of down. I don't have anything specific that I'm down about, but there's a lot of thoughts going on in my head. I don't think I'm going back into a bad bout of depression. I just think I'm very overwhelmed, scared, excited, nervous, sad, conflicted. There's just a lot of emotions and thoughts going through me. Played with some makeup and filmed a reels, and then I also filmed a ASMR skincare and get ready with me for those who enjoy my ASMR content, and we're gonna have some lunch in a little bit. I don't know, I think this is the last month of my pregnancy, which seems crazy to me, and I'm really excited to meet our baby, but I'm also scared. I'm so scared. I know everything's gonna be okay, but I'm really scared, and I'm sad that my family is not nearby. And I've been thinking a lot about where maybe we should move, which then makes me very conflicted because I was born and raised in Southern California. So while I have lived in LA most of my adult life, even if we moved out of LA, I've never really lived outside of Southern California. I lived in New York for a little bit, but that is not somewhere we would move to, just because it wouldn't make sense to move from one major city to another. We would move to a smaller city or outside of a smaller city, be able to have more property, to be able to even afford a home, to give our baby a more calm life and space, and maybe to give us a change of pace. But I also love what the city has to offer here, and I mean, my entire network of people are here, but I also have been kind of like, does it really matter with quarantine? Even though quarantine's not forever, I feel like it's made me realize everybody's in their own little bubble in LA. There's very little community in the city. There's always been very little community in the city, which actually is part of the reason I ran off to New York. Even though New York is very different, I felt more sense of community when I was living in New York, and for years after I had moved away from New York. In LA, it's very much everybody kind of sticks to themselves. They don't have to have a sense of community, and you almost have to seek it out, and it's very hard to find. Plus, adding everything that's been going on, it's extra hard to find. I don't know, and Chris is like, maybe when our baby gets here, everything will kind of be clear in what we want. I'm also just scared because it's like, I guess I never thought I would leave Southern California because I never thought my mom wouldn't be here. Realistically, outside of my brother, who might not be in California much longer either, if he's not even here, like why would we stay? I don't know. It's a lot of thoughts, and this is probably kind of rambly, but it's what's going on right now. I did get an amazing email from one of my first customers from mascara. She got her makeup and she's been playing with it, and she says she absolutely loves it right off the bat, which makes me so happy because I love this makeup, and this makeup has literally brought me so much joy during a very weird time in my life. It's reinvigorated my passion for beauty and makeup and getting ready. And my doctor said something about it. You look great, like you feel good, you feel like you look good. And I'm like, honestly, yeah, I love getting ready in the morning for myself, and I don't know if I'll have time once the baby gets here. She's just like, you'll be surprised how much time you have to do a little something for yourself once baby gets here, but it's okay to over anticipate. Anyways, this makeup has just brought me so much joy, and it's reignited my love for makeup. I just feel like the best version of myself, and so I was really excited that one of my first customers got her palette set up and immediately was like very intuitive with it and loved it as well. I know there's a learning curve, so I was expecting to have to like walk her through it and maybe help her with some troubleshooting, but she immediately loved it, and that makes me so happy because it reminds me of when I first started YouTube and I would find a product I absolutely loved and I wanted to share it with the world. It's always been this way. Anytime I find something I love, I want to share it with everybody in my life. YouTube and blogging kind of gave me a larger group of people to be able to share it with, especially as we get older and you don't see your friends every day, you don't talk to your friends every day. So YouTube and blogging really gave me that community to just talk about fun stuff, and so being able to share makeup I absolutely love, like, and that has brought me so much joy in the last few weeks, last month at this point. I mean, I'm still wearing it. I test out new things, but I also, unless I'm doing a wear test, I also just like want to go back to wearing my mascara makeup. Just so happy she loved it, and I can't wait for everybody else to get their products. If you guys are curious, feel free to DM me about it or reach out in the comments. There's also a link in my blog that kind of explains how you can get a color match, or you can just shop directly, but I do recommend getting a color match. She even mentioned how she was like, the colors you chose for me were not stuff I would have picked for myself, but they work, and that's the thing. I would never pick those shades in any other product that I've played with for myself or for others, but when I color match you, you might look at these colors and be like, what is she thinking? But I promise you, when you start putting it on, it will make sense. And if you hate it, they offer shade exchanges if it doesn't work out but you want to keep trying it, and then if you really still don't like it, you can return it within 30 days. I love that the customer service is very forgiving in that sense. They understand color matching online is very challenging, so they offer shade exchanges up to 60 days and then returns up to 30 days. And yes, you can test it out. Obviously don't like destroy the product and then try to return it or exchange it. They're very awesome customer service for that reason. Like, even me just talking about this makeup has put me in like a cheerier mood from when I picked up the camera. I'm gonna go see what Chris is doing. He's making us lunch. I wanted a chicken bowl, which is cauliflower, grilled chicken, sour cream, maybe some corn if we have it. Can't have salsa right now because it's causing me acid reflux, and then lots of cheese. Yeah, I'm getting hungry. I got a voicemail. My rocker is finally here. I ordered it like
April?
Yeah, I ordered it because I saved up and ordered it because it's like the one really expensive thing we bought. I mean, let's be honest, the snooze expensive if you think about it, but I'm renting it. Most expensive piece of furniture we've ever purchased. Oh my gosh.
And it's not even for us.
Well, it technically is. I'm gonna sit in it. It's finally here. And Chris was all like, are they gonna deliver it? And I'm like, no, we have to go pick it up unless we pay for the delivery fee. And what did you say?
I said I will carry that thing on my back to the house before I spend more money on this chair.
I'm so excited because that's the last big piece to the nursery. Did you order the side table yet?
No, I was about to do that now.
And then we have to put up the shelves, and then I can film the nursery tour. You know she's not even gonna be in there for the first like 6 months. How funny if we move before she even sleeps in there.
That's a very valid point. Possibility.
I was telling them in my last check-in that like I think I just feel very conflicted and like unknown right now, because part of me is like, let's just go buy a cabin and live in the cabin.
Yeah.
Nobody like hangs out with us anyways. We have no friends. I'm kidding, we have friends, but
it just feels that way because of COVID too.
I was trying to explain to them it feels that way as part of LA to begin with.
Yeah, LA is a very isolating place.
Because we had events and we would go to the gym and we would get our hair done, you would get your beard trimmed, we would maybe go run more errands and be out and about. Even though it was still very isolating, it felt a little less isolating with the daily kind of routine. With COVID, you took away
everything.
The gym, the errands.
You took away everything that made LA awesome. Like, it's literally, we get nothing right now for living in LA. It's like living in a luxury high-rise building with all these amenities that you can't use. That's what it's like living in LA right now.
Yeah, and it feels even more isolating. But it's also really scary to think like if we move to another state to have to start completely over.
Yeah.
But it's also kind of exciting. I don't know.
It's very liberating, I feel like.
I don't know, you've done it a bunch. I've never done it really, except for New York, but I already had people I knew that were moving there. I was so much younger. I was much more resilient. I'm not so resilient these days. Chance, do you want more space?
You think I just want food?
Oh, eat your food! He has a whole bowl of food he's not eating.
So yeah, he had too many sticks today. He was playing with the kids outside and they kept giving him sticks and he was just eating them.
You let him eat those sticks.
I wasn't paying attention. I was like, what kind of dum-dum eats sticks? That dum-dum.
His name is Chance. And then Dolly just like doesn't want anything to do with us.
Dolly just wants to sleep all day. Look at those photos.
Okay. Do I need to bring the vacuum up? Was that hard?
Jesus Christ. That was
Is there a plug over there?
No, just right here and right there.
It's Friday. I think Wednesday night I started getting really itchy around dinner and I looked down at my wrist and I started breaking out into hives, which for me isn't totally out of the normal because I have really sensitive skin and I get really allergic to things, especially around seasonal changes. There's been some fires and bad air quality. Then it got progressively worse. Around 2 a.m. I couldn't handle it anymore. I got out of bed. I took a cold ice bath. I then Googled and looked up everything and all the risk factors for taking Benadryl in my 3rd trimester and decided to take a Benadryl. Slept with ice packs all over my body because my body was itching and on fire and so bad, and I haven't swollen up into hives like this since I was a kid. Normally it's like just in one area and I can manage it pretty well because I've grown up with this issue. One time in elementary school I had hives for I think 6 months. We went to every doctor, every specialist. They could not figure out what was wrong with me. Worst part was in elementary school all the kids were afraid of me and I had missed so much school, but everyone knew it wasn't contagious, but I like couldn't play with other kids because the other kids' parents thought it was gross. It was also all over my face as a kid. It is a little bit traumatizing to have my entire body break out into hives. We called my doctor, we sent her photos, and I have PUPPS, PUPPS, but basically it is common. It's like 1 in 150 women in their first pregnancies during their 3rd trimester just break out into hives, and it can last a couple days. It can last until the end of their pregnancy, until delivery. And I'm really hoping that I don't have this for the next month. I don't even care if visibly I look like the Elephant Man. It is more the incessant itching that is triggered by any heat, anything touching my skin, any pressure on it. So because I'm pregnant, I have to sleep on my side. So sleeping on my side triggers that side that I'm on a complete inflammation and breakout, and making the hives even worse and more inflamed and red and itchy. And then so I sleep on ice on one side, but eventually I have to flip over, and it's just this like long process every night. It's now Friday. We've done 2 nights of this. I don't like taking Benadryl, but it's also like at some point I have to get some rest. I made the decision to take the Benadryl. My doctor told me to take the Benadryl. So I'm taking the Benadryl only to sleep at night to kind of minimize some of the itching and breakout. And I've been doing oatmeal baths twice a day, ice packs on me constantly. We're using calamine lotion. We're gonna ask the doctor if I can drink dandelion root tea, which is what a midwife had recommended and Allie told me about. We're just trying to like manage the symptoms because nobody knows what actually causes this, and there's different levels of it, and of course mine's pretty intense. I'm just trying to stay calm, trying to manage the symptoms, trying to get some rest when I have time, but also there's like so much stuff I still want to do. You know, it's just sad because it's like the last couple weeks of my pregnancy and I want to be able to like finish setting things up, and I have so many errands I want to run. I don't want to have an outbreak while I'm out and can't get home and like rinse off and put the calamine lotion on. I'm trying to stay positive, trying to just manage the symptoms. It is very uncomfortable, which isn't even accurate in my description. During the day, it doesn't look as bad, but I took a photo and I posted it on Insta stories just to be like, this is it, not bad and manageable. And at night, in the middle of the night usually, it gets so unbearable and so gross. But of course I'm dealing with that, and it's like 3 a.m. or 5 a.m. and I'm not thinking of taking a photo. It's scary to like look down at your leg or look at your stomach or look at your arms and be like, what is going on with my skin? But forget about that. It's the unbearable itching, and if you scratch it at all, it makes it so much worse. So that's the worst part of it. I don't even care what it looks like. It is so itchy and you cannot scratch it, and when you do scratch it, it just like, it's this huge waterfall effect. So that's the hardest part, but that's me updating. I'm gonna try and fold some baby laundry and just do what I can. Obviously not as productive as I wish I was. It is what it is, just going to do a little bit at a time. It's Monday and I have a fresh pair of lashes on. Nothing like a fresh pair of lashes. My PUPPS, I think that's how you say it. It's PUPPS. It seems to have subsided. I actually was like mentally talking to myself saying that this is not going to be the rest of my pregnancy. I refuse to let it be the rest of my pregnancy. Symptoms have definitely eased up since I basically slapped myself in the face and said this was not going to happen. I also did hear that you have like good days and bad days.
I've had 3 good days.
2. I've had 3 bad days and 2 good days since I've gotten it.
Today will be the 3rd good day.
So far it's good. Like, I get itchy, but it's manageable. I'm hoping it just is manageable from now until the end. I'm gonna take advantage of all the good days. I was trying to order my new phone today, and the app and the website would not let me do it, so we're gonna go see what's the deal. I really like my makeup today. It took me 7 minutes. My lashes took me a little longer because my little tweezers had glue on them and I couldn't get them to so I'd place them perfectly and then the tweezers would pull them right off and it was so frustrating.
Well, that's annoying.
Yeah. And he's worked out. He's gonna film stuff for LeadFit today.
Yep. Also, if you guys go over to bodybyledford.com and join my mailing list, I will send you a 5-day workout guide for free. So go to bodybyledford.com, sign up for the mailing list, and get a free 5-day workout guide.
Tomorrow's my medical day. I have my doctor's appointments and everything and workout and just prep for the baby. And Wednesday I have a plan of filming 3 videos for this channel. Do you think I can do it?
Yeah.
It's gonna be my what's in my hospital bag. I'm in labor / nursery tour and postpartum prep. Good afternoon. It is Friday. I am a sweaty little mess because I have been cleaning. This week has been a little strange. It's election week. I don't think I need to talk about how strange it's been here in the US. I just didn't feel like vlogging, and honestly, I've been really low energy since recovering from PUPPS. I'm happy to report I haven't had another flare-up in quite a few days, so I'm hoping it stays at bay for the rest of my pregnancy. I really hope so, because I do get a little itchy here and there, but I try not to scratch and then I try to put the cortisone cream on right away. I actually purchased the rest of our Amazon registry using our completion discount, and I didn't tell Chris, and he was kind of like, what are all these packages and how much did you spend? A lot of it was like spare parts for my breast pump, which I'm keeping sealed in case we don't need it or in case I don't end up breast pumping. I think I will though. I can either give it to somebody who might need it or donate it if I don't end up using it. And then we got a lot of little random things that, you know, like babies just need little random safety things. So I got a lot of that stuff, and then I got a lot of convenient things. And then I've just been filming for this channel. I filmed my what's in my hospital bag, and then I filmed my postpartum prep kit. I'm gonna film the nursery this weekend. I have also just been, I went to physical therapy this week. I had my doctor's appointment, you know, and I've been napping a lot. I've just been really, really tired. I'm gonna listen to my body and not push myself too much. I do feel a little guilty for not moving more. I don't know that I'll be working out like I have been this last month of my pregnancy, just because I think I'm gonna do either lighter weights or more resistance band and then try and walk more. But it's been a little weird here in LA, so I didn't want to be out and about too much. But cleaning the house works up a sweat for me now. So it's still pretty warm out here. I just vacuumed the entire house because I didn't really vacuum while I had PUPPS because I didn't want to get overheated. And I just get hot like really easily. I don't want to like aggravate anything by getting too hot. I am going to share some stuff on stories. I got some PR that I need to go through and sort. Just trying to like clean up the house a bit now that I feel better. So Chris and I just got home. We did our weekend taco truck / went and got some yummy ice cream. So now I'm home. It was really cold. I stayed in the car. I always stay in the car, and Chris just runs out and picks up the tacos and the ice cream for us, and we eat it in the car. I have a chill just because it suddenly just dropped in temperature. So I'm actually going to take a bath. He's gonna make me some tea. So I'm gonna use this Persoma Digital Detox It's an all natural sleep aid because I haven't been sleeping very well. I'm gonna throw that in the bath and take a nice warm bath, not too hot obviously, and have some tea. Hopefully it'll help me sleep because I feel kind of gross. I was eating my tacos and the baby was like, I think her foot was right here. It was like a lot of pressure and I was sitting in the car. And so I was like, oh, doesn't feel so good. But I gotta eat. So